Hey, what's up guys, it's Nick2, otherwise known as Disturbed Gaming, and today I'm going to be showing you guys an insane trick for leveling up, which if done correctly will let you get from level 20 to 30 in about 2.5 to 3 hours if you're relatively efficient, whereas normally it would take you significantly longer. Before I get into the video, I just want to say that if anyone is too busy with work or school or whatever the case may be and needs help leveling or farming for gear, feel free to email me at nick2biz@gmail.com and I would love to help you out with that. But anyways, jumping right into it, I want to preface this by saying that this method is definitely the fastest way to level up, at least that I'm aware of so far. There might be some bugs or glitches or something, but anyways, it's only worth doing it in certain circumstances, and I'll explain why that is in a minute, but nonetheless, if you're looking to get to level 30 as quick as humanly possible, this will help you out tremendously. So, let me explain how it works. If you didn't already know, there are these things on the map called control points. Basically, they're just activities to do on the map where you kill a group of guys, and then you call in a group of friendly NPCs to take the point back over again, so that it's under your control. These control points reward you with XP, usually about 1/6 of your level. They give you gear, and oftentimes crafting materials. Now, here's where the trick comes in. In order for you to fully complete the control point, you have to call in the friendly NPCs by clicking on your interact button, in my case that's E, to get them to come. Otherwise it won't finish it and you won't get the reward. If you kill all of the enemies without ever calling in the friendlies, the control point will then turn white on your map and pretty much be half finished. This will then allow you to fast travel to it if you were to walk away from it or something, and all you have to do to finish it is just fast travel there and call in the good guys, kill a few NPCs that spawn, and then you're done. You get the rewards. I know you might be wondering, how is this exactly a trick, but hold on, here's where that comes in. If you half clear a control point, meaning turn it white on your map, a friend is also able to join you and get the full XP rewards for the control point, despite not even having been there when you did the first half of it. Additionally, this doesn't remove the control point from your friend's map, meaning that your friend can do the control points on his map and on your map without either not receiving experience or not being able to do them again. You could also, vice versa, you can do them on his map and you can still get rewards. The reason that this is amazing is because what you can do is basically have multiple people, ideally 4, be clearing out control points on their own map, meaning in their own session, and only half finishing them, meaning, turn them white. And then once you've done as much of them as you want, all 4 of you can join in on the same map, go full clear all the control points just by fast traveling to the ones that you've done before, and all 4 of you will get the full XP for them. And then once you're done doing one person's map, clearing them all on one person's map, you can just move on to the next person. This might not sound great, but this will allow you to get from level 20 to 30 in about 3 hours if done correctly. And I mean, trust me, that is way faster than doing anything else. And this is coming from somebody that spent 24 hours the first day leveling up my first character. I can assure you that it took way longer the first time than it did the second time on this other character that I'm using. You might be asking, why not just clear them all on your own? It seems like it would be much simpler and possibly faster, but I can assure you that this is infinitely faster than doing them alone. And it will also give you significantly more XP, as there's a limit to how many that you can do by yourself. So not only is this extremely time efficient if you're trying to get to level 30 very fast, considering you can get easily 10 levels in 3 hours or less, possibly more if you decide to do more control points, but it also gives you tons of gear, lots of crafting materials, and can even help do some of the projects, which give even more XP. As you can see in the video, I was only doing this with one other person, which isn't necessarily ideal because it would be much better to have 4 people to get the maximum amount of XP, but I didn't have anybody else that wanted to do it, so I just decided to do it with 2 people just to test it, and it was still definitely worth it. But in just an hour and a half, we were able to get more than 4 levels. You have to remember though that re-clearing them is significantly faster than clearing them initially. So if you do the math, it's not at all unreasonable that you could get 10 levels in 2 to 3 hours if you were to have 4 people doing it. The big elephant in the room here though is that it does require 4 people to do at maximum efficiency. I do, however, still think that it's worth doing even if there's only 2 of you, because it is still going to be much faster than doing anything else. But of course, the more the merrier, because you'll be able to re-clear even more control points. You might also be wondering, wouldn't it just be better to do side missions and the main missions instead? Well, the reason that this is going to be better in the long term is because the control points are significantly easier to do and are still going to yield much more XP per hour than doing anything else would. Sure, you don't complete the main missions while you're doing them, but you're going to end up out-leveling the main missions by the time you've done a bunch of these if you're doing them right, which will make doing the missions extremely easy while you're doing them, so you're going to do them very quickly. Doing this is all about time efficiency, and I can assure you after having already leveled a character the normal way, this is definitely significantly faster and worth doing it. One thing that I do need to note though is that there is a good reason why I'm using the example of level 20 to 30. You won't have all the control points unlocked unlocked on the map immediately. So if you're level like 5 or something, you can't just start doing this. Usually you unlock them when you unlock the area near it via doing like story missions or visiting settlements. As you can see on my map at level 21, I only have about 15 control points unlocked. But once you're a higher level and you unlock more zones, you have around 20 to 25 that you can complete. If you're looking to utilize this to skip as many levels as possible, I would recommend starting at around level 17 or so, and your group doing as many control points as you have available to you. I'd assume that at that level you'd have about 10 or so to do, and then at that point, once you finish all of them, take a break, go do like 4 story missions so that you unlock some of the zones, which you now will be able to do extremely fast since you outlevel them by a lot, so that you get more control points, and then you go and re-clear those control points after having done the story mission. Doing it this way will probably get you about 13 levels in roughly 3.5 to 4 hours, getting you all the way to level 30, which is very impressive in my opinion and definitely worth doing. But that's pretty much all there is to know about it. I just want to say that I don't think it's worth doing unless there's at least like 8 or so control points to do, because it's just faster to get them done all consecutively. You could probably do less if you just wanted to like catch up to a story mission and maybe not speed level, but just like level fast and doing side missions and like you and a friend are doing it, you can definitely do that. I think that it could be worth it. But if you're just trying to do this like as a farm, I think it would just seem more seamless if you're doing like 10 or so of them at a time, so you're not just like constantly loading into your friend's game and all that stuff if you're only doing like 3 of them, let's say. But it's still probably worth doing. But I definitely would recommend being around level 20 when you start doing it anyways, because you're going to have more places unlocked that you can fast travel to run to the control points really quickly. But like I said before, you can also start doing it earlier if you prefer. For any of you that are still confused at how it works exactly, I'll give you another quick rundown of how you want to utilize this. So once you're level 20, let's say, you get 4 of your friends together, but all of you are going to be in separate groups. Each of you then go around the map, half clearing all the control points by going to them, killing all the NPCs that are there. There's usually a group of like 10 or so, never calling in the good guys, and then moving on to the next one. Once all the control points on your map are half finished or have white icons, and all of your friends are also done, all 4 of your friends are going to get into the same group, and then you're all going to fast travel to the same control point that is already cleared. Once you clear them, you can fast travel to them. Once you're there, you're going to call in the good guys, kill a few NPCs that spawn, and then once the good guys get to the point, you're going to get the XP. You're going to do this for every single control point on your map, and then everybody's going to leave the group, and then you're going to join another friend that also has a bunch of them half cleared. And you're just pretty much going to do that over and over again, and that's pretty much it. One quick tip: if you move out of the white area on the minimap when the good guys run into the zone, you won't actually get the XP for it, so just make sure to stay within the perimeter. Alright, I hope this helped you guys out. There is a chance that this gets patched. I will make sure to let you guys know in the comments if it does. But if it did, please make sure to drop a like, comment below, and subscribe for videos similar to this one. I'll see you guys later.